Great. Thank you, everybody. This is George Altman with VETS Indexes again. First, let me just say what an incredible panel. Lots of very helpful information. Thanks to all of you for those great insights. Very useful. So we are just getting started today. We have a lot of great content still to come. Just to give everyone kind of an overview of what's coming up next. We have a quick presentation first from me about the VETS Indexes Employer Awards. That'll be about 15 minutes. We have some exciting developments on that front to share. After that, we have a networking break that will be in our morning lounge, and it is sponsored by Comcast NBC Universal. Thank you very much, Comcast NBC Universal, for sponsoring. And then following that networking break, we have a very interesting panel on military spouse employment, and that'll be back on the main stage. But first, let me please take a few minutes to update everyone on the VETS Indexes Employer Awards. Now, I'll say at the outset something that I mentioned during my opening a little earlier. Unfortunately, we do not yet have award recipients ready to announce. But if you are one of those participating organizations kind of eagerly awaiting the results, you do not have to wait much longer. We are going to be announcing those May 20th in a virtual event, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll tell everyone where we are in the evaluation process. We have completed the evaluation, the sort of main evaluation process for everyone who submitted a survey response. Right now, we are in the process of testing and checking responses. Accuracy is absolutely paramount to us. I have to make sure we're doing this completely right and that all the responses we're evaluating companies on are accurate and we're making fair comparisons. So to that end, if you responded to the survey, you very well may be hearing from me or some of my colleagues at VETS Indexes in coming days, just reviewing a few of the responses you may have submitted, making sure they're accurate, asking about things that might not make sense on the surface. So keep an eye out for that. That will be coming. Obviously, if you filled out the survey, you're familiar with the awards, but again, this huge audience that we have for this conference today, and thank you all again for attending. I'm sure we have some new faces who aren't familiar with the VETS Indexes Employer Awards. So let me give a really quick general overview of the program. The awards, first, they're VETS Indexes' newest initiative. And the basic goal here is to evaluate companies and other organizations, nonprofits, government agencies, veteran employment efforts, evaluate them, and then recognize the very best with awards. The evaluation is based on the responses that we received to our roughly 65 question survey, and all organizations are welcome to participate. So if you'd like to learn more about this, you can learn more and also sign up your organization to participate at vetsindexes.com/employers-awards. Again, vetsindexes.com/employers-awards. You go to that page and it will pop up a registration box that will ask for contact information. Enter that in and you will be all set. So let me kind of give a few more details about how the process works. Again, this is open to organizations of all types. Publicly traded companies, yes. Privately held companies, yes. Government agencies and departments, including law enforcement, yes. And nonprofit groups as well. The entire process, I think it's very important to emphasize, is completely free of charge. There are no fees, no costs of any kind to participate. What we're really trying to do here is a couple things. First, lower the barriers to entry so that any organization that is interested in veteran employment and committed can be part of this. And second, it's important to us that these awards are truly just a measure of the efforts that organizations are taking for veteran recruits and employees. not a measure of, say, how much money an organization pays us, VETS indexes, in fees or costs or charges. There have been in the veteran space a few rather unsavory pay-to-play operations. And that's just not the way to go. It's not the right thing to do for our veterans, and it's not something that we would ever do. So for all those reasons, completely free of charge. The timing is something that you all are going to want to have in mind as well. The survey is going to open up around November, and the survey response deadline is going to be in early February. That was the schedule we used this year and for these past awards, and that's the schedule that we are going to use for the next incarnation of the awards, which again will be coming up in November. Once the deadline is passed and we've received all responses, it'll probably be another month or two before we announce awards. And in the case for this year, we're going to announce awards May 20th. So keep your eyes peeled for that. So what are the awards? What are the award levels that we offer? There are 4 different award levels to the program. Starting with the most prestigious, they are VETS Index's 5-star employer, 4-star employer, 3-star employer, and recognized employer. There's also a 5th category I should mention, which is organizations that are not recognized. We think it's very important these awards are reserved for organizations that are truly standing out from the pack in their veteran employment efforts. And that means we can't just give a participation trophy to everyone who fills out the survey, right? That being said, we also recognize that the fact that an organization is focused enough on veteran issues to be participating and filling out the survey, that indicates a level of commitment and seriousness that a lot of organizations don't have. So for that reason, we would never want to punish any organization for filling out the survey. We wouldn't want to call them out as filling out the survey but not making the award list. So for that reason, we will hold confidential any organization that fills out the survey but fails to make the list. Another important element of confidentiality I want to discuss here is confidentiality of all information entered in the survey. Now, to evaluate employers, we are asking for some detailed information. We're kind of setting a new industry standard in veteran employment space with this survey. And that means we're getting in depth, asking questions that companies wouldn't want to have their answers shared publicly for. We understand and completely respect that. We will never share proprietary information. And as a matter of fact, I can tell you right now the comprehensive list of the things about your organization that we would publish should you participate in this. There are really just 2 items. First, the name of your organization, should you be recognized with an award, and the award level you receive. That is it. No other information in the survey will be entered. We are also happy to sign non-disclosure agreements if any of you have legal departments that would like to have that kind of formalized in a contract. We've done that before and are happy to do it again. Also, the length of the survey I think is important to mention. This is much shorter and more dynamic than comparable surveys you all may have come across. It's only about 65 questions, can be completed in just a few hours. Really shouldn't be a major time investment. And again, I've mentioned this before, but I'll emphasize it again because I think it's very important. In terms of financial cost to participate, there is none for any step of the process, from registering your company or nonprofit or government agency to participate in the awards, to filling out a survey, to having your survey evaluated, to receiving an award, to using the award logo for marketing and promotional purposes, all completely free of charge. So let me just kind of quickly run through the benefits to participating. Probably the most obvious is it'll help your recruiting. This recognition will tell veteran talent that your organization understands them, takes them seriously, and is worth a second look. Of course, there's advertising and marketing. Any organization that is awarded VETS Index's Employer Award is free to use that seal logo for communications, external and internal of any kind, be it TV advertising, billboards, even just dropping it in your email signature, no fees regardless. And of course, public relations as well. It's great that you all are doing good things for our nation's veterans. Do your customers know what you're doing? Do your business partners know? If you're doing great things and people don't know about it, this can be a really good way to have a third party sort of validate your efforts. Um, just a couple last things I want to hit on, and then I will take us to the break. But to give you a sneak peek about what our inaugural round of surveys looked like, we received completed surveys from start to finish from more than 100 organizations, and those organizations included all types: companies, publicly traded and privately held, government agencies, departments, nonprofit organizations, colleges and universities, everyone. We're really gratified to see that. And again, keep your eyes peeled for May 20th. Mark your calendars and keep your eyes peeled for more information about our awards announcements for who will be our inaugural round of VETS Index's Employer Award recipients. One other kind of sneak peek I want to give you all, we are also, as part of this, building a mechanism that will allow employers to benchmark their efforts related to veteran employment against the efforts of other organizations, including peer organizations. You'll be able to get really granular level detail on where you're ahead as an organization and where you might be falling behind a little bit. More information on that will be coming very shortly. So to wrap everything up, if you participated in this year's VETS Index's Employer Awards, thank you so much for participating. And if you haven't, we really hope to have you participate next time. Again, survey opens up in November, but you can register right now. To register, just visit vetsindexes.com/employers-awards. It is with that now time for our networking break, which is sponsored by Comcast. Thank you again to Comcast for sponsoring. You will be able to visit their lounge by clicking the Lounges button on the left side of your screen and selecting the Comcast Lounge. Then, when that's done, please return to the main stage at noon for our panel on military spouses. Thank you all very much, and look forward to continuing to have a great conference. Thanks.